Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of The Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure running on Nintendo Switch. Pardon me everyone, but what's that you have with you? Could it be a data fragment perhaps? You mean this? We've been holding on to it just in case, but we haven't been sure what to do with it since. Lloyd showed the fragment to Rebecca. I was right, this is a data fragment. It can be used to restore corrupted memory cords. It's exactly what the forensics team's been looking for. With this, it should be possible to decipher a portion of the cult's information terminals. Really? So we'd be able to read the parts that Joaquin redacted? Yes, though I should mention that a single fragment will only recover one section at a time. The process should be almost immediate. Would you like me to send it to the forensic right away? Of course, go right ahead. Very well, just a moment then. Page 1 of Information Terminal 01, our order decrypted. Page 3, decrypted. Page 1, Terminal 2, decrypted. If you find any other quartz fragments, come back and bring them to me. You're also welcome to review the data we've already encrypted whenever you'd like. Right, thanks for all your help, Rebecca. I need to see somebody here. Going down to Crossbell Station. Oh, Crossbell Station. Oh, what the hell? Not Crossbell Police Station. There you guys are. Thank Ideas. You're here. You came to help me out, right? Hey, Raymond. Sounds like you're in a bind. Wait, are you alone? I don't see Inspector Donovan anywhere. Right, how about that? He's kind of wrapped up in something else right now. Anyway, would you mind if I gave you a quick rundown? Please do. According to the details of the request, you're after a counterfeit dealer again? And boy, am I. The legal reforms instituted by the new mayor allow us to crack down on this sort of thing. The 2nd Division has been beefing up its efforts against it as a result. And now, that counterfeit dealer has managed to worm her way back into Crossbell. We've been staking her out for the longest time, until finally, I caught her in the act again. Wait, are you saying this is the same one who came through Tangram Gate earlier this year? What kind of person does something like that? Oh, that's right. You helped us back when we screened the passengers on that bus. Let's see, how do I describe her? Foul mouth. Frighteningly loud. Surprisingly spry for her age. To sum it up, I'd say she's a bat out of Ganima. I see. Sounds like quite the character. I'd love to meet her. I gotta hand it to you though, Raymond, since when were you such a dark horse? Such fine work catching that slippery old prune again. Yeah, about that. She managed to cut and run in the end, at record-breaking speed even. Things were going so well until then, too. Evidently, the old woman refuses to unlearn her old tricks. Is it safe to assume our little fraudster is hiding inside the station right now, then? Bingo. Man, I knew you guys were smart. It looks like she's trying to make a break for Erebonia. I bet she thinks she's already shook us off, too. Little does she know I'm right on her tail. I spotted her over on Platform 2, waiting for her train without a care in the world. There's still some time before the next one to the Empire arrives. This is the perfect chance to apprehend her. Pump the brakes there, bud. If it's really all that open and shut, then what the hell do you need us for? Right, here's the kicker. Since Inspector Donovan's busy, I'm the one handling this case. The problem is, I maybe kind of sort of lost the nerve to catch her on my own. Raymond, confidence issues aside, it's a fact that you're short on manpower here. Crossbell Station is a large area to cover on your own. If the perimeter isn't secured, she could easily escape. Now you get it. See, I had no choice but to call for backup. I'm going to need the SSS to lend a hand if I plan on shutting down this counterfeit dealer once and for all. Basically, I need some of you on the lookout to make sure she doesn't try to slip out of the station. I mean, heck, you already caught her once before. Think you can help me take her down again? Yeah, sure. Okay, Raymond, I get the picture. We'd be happy to help you out. Oh, awesome. Thanks a bunch. I'll owe you big time for this. So, first things first, let's figure out who's going to make the arrest. Which one of you wants to come with me? How do you guys think we should split this up? I think you should assist them, Lloyd. You're the only other detective here. I would be mildly apprehensive about leaving it up to Detective Raymond. Hey, I heard that. Oh, who am I kidding? I can't deny that I'd feel better with Lloyd in tow. Alright, that makes 2 detectives. I think it'll be a good idea to bring one more person for support. The other 4 can stay on lookout duty. And then in that case, who would you like to join you? Let's bring Noel. You're up, Noel. Yes, sir. The rest of you, keep an eye on the exits. Remember who we're dealing with. Anything could happen. Stay sharp, everyone. Don't see any sign of them. They may have already boarded the train. We should make haste. The counterfeit caper started. Attention all travelers, pre-departure inspections on the next service to Calvard will be concluding shortly. We ask that you please refrain from boarding during this time. Sounds like the train to Calvard is departing soon. Now, where could our counterfeit dealer be hiding? Pretty sure I spotted the old bag when she slipped her way in earlier. Is that her over there? Oh, a fellow trader, eh? How is business in Crossbell? Not well, I'm afraid. I had a rough go of it thanks to a business rival impeding my sales. That's rather unfortunate. Honestly, people like that are a disgrace to our industry. No, I'm sure my own shortcomings were at least partially to blame. That's why I've decided to head for the Empire and make a fresh start. Haha, your mercantile resilience is admirable. You know, perhaps it was fate that we met like this. If you'd like, I could introduce you to some of my connections in Erebonia. Oh my, you'd really do that for me? Well, thank you, kind sir. I do believe I'll take you up on that offer. Not on our watch, you won't. Crossbell Police Special Support Section. Crossbell Police Special Support Section. Long time no see, ma'am. You're... So, you're the counterfeit dealer. Bet you thought you lost us, huh? You're not getting away this time. Wait, what in blazes is going on? I'm afraid I don't understand. This woman? A counterfeit dealer? State law has changed since we last crossed paths. We're taking you in on suspicion of illicit business activity. We have the station surrounded. There's nowhere left to run. So why don't you make things easy for all of us and turn yourself in already? Me rats. I said bite me, you shit-eating rats. Wait, huh? Holy... What? You cornered me so I couldn't escape, did you? Screw me over once, shame on me, but twice? This is why I despise the police. You're all a bunch of snakes. Says the snake oil saleswoman herself. If I didn't want to get caught, then you shouldn't have been holed up in the Who asked you, jackass? This old lady. So, what if I'm surrounded? If you want to take me in, you'll have to catch me first. I forgot how funny she was. I don't think I'll ever get used to those words coming out of that mouth. Snap out of it, Lloyd. She's getting away from us. Yeah. Right after her. All exits and entrances are secured, so all we have to do is grab her. Snot those little punks. They want to cut off my escape? Fine, I'll just make a new one. Attention all travelers, we apologize for the wait. The next service to Calvert will be departing shortly. Please mind the gap and board the train in an orderly manner. That's my ticket out of here. You're kidding. What the hell? It can't be. Of all the dirty tricks. How desperate can you get? Man, how the hell am I supposed to explain this to Inspector Donovan? Let's go, Noel. Yes, sir. Go where? Wait, seriously? You're not actually thinking of chasing after her, are you? How else are we going to arrest her? There's no time to talk this over. We're moving on ahead. Well, what do? I can't just leave this all to the SSS. Wait for me! Are you okay, Raymond? You know you didn't have to jump on the train with us, right? We can handle it from here. I'm fine. The inspector assigned me to this case. I just can't let him down. Besides, it wouldn't be fair if you two were the only ones who got to look cool. That's the spirit, Detective. Thank you for the backup. Now we just have to find that counterfeit dealer again. She must have escaped into one of the passenger cars. If we start from the rear and clear them one at a time, there won't be anywhere left to run, or left for her to hide. Let's move, Raymond. Right behind you. That old bat's not getting away from us this time. Did Ellie just jump down from the roof? Yeah, who the heck is she? Shut your yaps and quit gawking. What do you think this is, a show? Eep. She's a demon. There she is. What? How dare you brats... Oh, how are you brats so persistent? Don't you know when to quit? If anything, we should be the ones saying that to you. Escape isn't an option. Put your hands up and surrender peacefully. Yeah, give it up. We've got you cornered. Ha! I thought you might say that. You listen well, you whippersnappers. So long as Ideos' light shines on this continent, I will never be caught. Never! Seriously? What does she even think she can do at this point? Never mind, after her. Get back here. The train's finally moving again. At least I can get some rest. Right, it's time to bid our long-due farewells to Crossbell. Well, I can't help feeling guilty about our comrades who were caught by Hayu. That just means they weren't adequately prepared. Their failures are their own. Regardless, we'll be certain to pay the syndicate back in kind for them one day. What was that, gentlemen? Pardon me for intruding on your lively conversation. What? You're... Hayu? Damn it, you tailed us all the way here? Did you sincerely believe Master Cao would allow you to escape so easily? Gentlemen of the anti-immigration faction, we're going to have to ask you to come with us. Once we reach Altair, we'll disembark and board a train right back to Crossbell. We're done for. Out of my way, bozos! Huh? Ugh. Gah, my damn hip. Didn't I tell you numbskulls to get out of my way? Oh, rats, I can't just stand here. The fuzz will be on me in any second. What the hell? Who is that old bag? Let me ask you something. Were these lunkheads giving you a hard time? Yeah, I guess they were. Thanks for the assist, lady. We owe you our lives. I don't know what you did to piss these goons off, but beggars can't be choosers. I need all the help I can get. So listen up. If you have any sense of gratitude whatsoever, fall in line and come with me. Who knows? Pull your weight and I just may be your ticket to freedom. What? Really? You heard me. Chop chop, boys. Right. Wait. What just happened? She's back on the roof again. It looked like there were other people following her too. Don't tell me she had reinforcements on the train all along. That can't be. All of her subordinates should be in custody. I can't make sense of it either, but at the same time we have to keep up the chase. Yeah, you're right. Okay, back to the roof, everyone. Eek! What the? Are those the terrorists from the Republic? The ones who attacked the trade conference? Great. We just had to run into... Great, we just had to run into the CPD. I don't know what you're doing here, but damned if we'll let you just put us in irons. Take one step further and it'll be your last. This is your only warning. It really is them. You can't fake equipment like that. But I don't get it. Why are the terrorists teaming up with a counterfeit dealer? Either way, it's going to take a lot more than threats to give us... for us to give us... Wait. Either way, it's going to take a lot more than threats to make us give in to terrorists. We'll bring you in by force if we have to. Oh, wait, what? I never signed up for this. Oh, do I have to protect him? Oh, okay, no, he's fine. What's with these pricks? The blondie's barely worth a bullet, but those other two, they mean business. Forget it. We bought ourselves enough time. Pull back for now. Right. And that was nuts. Damn it. We let them get away again. Yes, but they are out of places to go. It isn't over yet, though. Stay on the alert. I'm actually not doing too well there. Stop right there. You ankle biters just don't know when to give up, do you? And here I thought I'd lucked out running into these three youngsters. Stop stalling. You're at the end of your rope. There's no one left to escape, so come quietly and surrender. Now. That goes for you three as well. Yeah, you heard the man. Ugh. Damn. How can we let ourselves lose to punks like these? I swear to the goddess, kids these days have no backbone. What are you talking about? You don't seriously think you can still get away from this, do you? Ha! I just don't think. I know it. Didn't anyone ever teach you geniuses not to count your chickens before they're hatched? Once we reach Altair, I'll have you right where I want you. The Republic is my turf, see? That means I'll have the home field advantage. As soon as we pull into the station, the only thing left of me you're gonna see is my dust. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. You're still planning to make a run for it? You're cornered on top of a moving train for Adios' sake. Ha! Now listen here, you baby-faced little twerp. As long as there's ground at my feet, I'm gonna walk it as a free woman. So go ahead, catch me if you can. You'll never take me alive, coppers. Now get that through those walnuts you call brains already. Yeah, what she said. We're with you every step of the way, ma'am. Are you out of your minds? How can you possibly think you can get away from this scot-free? Then again, if everyone ever could, it'd be the old woman. She really is off her rocker. If we don't clinch this arrest, the inspector's gonna chew my ass off. So let's get that crusty windbag. So let's let that crusty windbag talk. She's not getting away on our watch. Detective Freeman, I couldn't agree more. If this is the way they want to play it, then we'll have no choice but to end things here and now. Let's go, everyone. Do whatever it takes to neutralize them. Just how many times do we have to go over this? If you punks really think you can stop me, then go ahead and try. Get 'em, boys. I guess I need to be more serious about this, huh? I got a crap load of turns out of that. Whew. We did it. This can't be happening. Come on, you big palookas. Pull yourselves together and defend my honor. My leg. Oh, phooey. Happy now? Just look at what you little pants shitters have done. If that's the way you want it, fine. Let's see you trying to stop me after I jump off this train. Don't think I won't. I would really not recommend that, ma'am. You're going to break more than just a hip, if you even survive. She's tenacious, I'll give her that. Even the terrorists weren't as stubborn as her. Yeah, seriously. Anyway, at least we apprehended them. What's our next move, Raymond? Oh, right. We'll be in Altair soon, so our best bet is handing them over to the Republican Army. Right. They should all be Calverdian citizens. Better that they be handled by their own. Okay, let's ask the conductor to contact Altair Station and let them know we have some people in custody to transfer. Well, what about the old lady? She's just gonna get away. Allow me to extend my thanks, CPD, for all your hard work. We'll take custody of them from here. You just leave things to us. Thanks. Yeah, we appreciate the help. Get moving. Damn you. You'll pay for this. You'll all pay for this. That's enough out of you. Don't tell me what to do, you pissant little bullet sponge. Don't any of you know how to treat a lady with respect? Pissant? Take her away. Not to sound unprofessional, but I hope they send her somewhere where we'll never have to see her again. You read my mind. We intend to make sure that woman never gets a chance to pull another stunt like this. Allow me to thank you one final time. Take care on your way home, you three. We will, and thank you too. I hope we did enough. I would have preferred to us be the ones who made the actual arrest. I feel the same. We did end up doing most of the hard work. What matters, though, is that she didn't manage to escape. I'd say that's mission accomplished. Hear, hear. Plus, this means I get to keep my ass. Ooh, now I just have to write up a report for Inspector Donovan. Right. Good luck with that, Raymond. So, are we all set to make our way back to Crossbell City now? Right. No reason to stay here any longer than we have to. Sure, but since we're here, why not get some sightseeing in? Are you serious? Some other time, Raymond. That was not the result we expected. No matter, the important thing is that we didn't let the stragglers escape. For now, let's return and report it to Master Sal. Agreed. The SSS duo then waited to board the next train back to Crossbell. After forcibly dragging Raymond away from the gift shop, the three finally bid the Republic farewell. This game is really good. I mean, you know, I do wish the gameplay and the story sections were more balanced, but, you know, the story is really good, so. You really should have taken me instead, Lloyd. I would have loved a private getaway in Calvard. Man, though, I didn't realize you guys signed up for an epic train chase. Sorry, everyone. We kind of forgot to call during all that chaos. Well, we managed to apprehend the counterfeit dealer, so all's well that ends well. Agreed. What matters is that we solved the case. Well, I should get back to the 2nd Division and write up a report on all this. So, I guess that means I'll be seeing all of you later. Keep up the good work, Detective Raymond. Oh no, you two are the real stars of the show today. I don't think I had a chance in Guyana of arresting that crass old crone all by myself. I can't thank you enough, guys, really. Not at all. We're glad you called for us. Offering support is what the SSS is all about. The only thing you have to do is ask. For sure. I'll drop you a line if I ever need your help again. Okay, counterfeit quest complete. Wow, what a quest. Okay, Crossbell News Service. Which ones are short? This one's short. This is in Amorica. Okay, let's go to Amorica.
Yosh, 行くか。どこに行こうかな。 行くぞ。
Couldn't figure out where it was.
到着だ。
What was it? Home, far end of Morka Village. Just what does my fool of a son think he's doing? It's concerning, yes. I believe there's a possibility he's been... Hello, Chief Tolta. You called for the special support section? Oh, and Mr. Hayworth is here too? There you all are. I've been waiting. I take it you've seen the request. Thank you for coming. Sure thing. Why are you here, though, Mr. Hayworth? As it so happens, he has a stake in this particular problem as well. After talking things over, Chief Tolta and I decided it would be prudent of us to consult with the SSS. Considering the circumstances, we thought the situation called for professional investigations. If that's the case, this must be a serious issue. I recall the description mentioning that this had to do with your son, correct? Yes, it's a very complicated matter. I can brief you all in details if you're ready to accept the request. Is now a good time? Yeah, sure. We're ready to help, Chief Tolta. Tell us everything we need to know. Thank you, SSS. I'll be in your debt once again. As for what's going on, my son, Derek, has been acting strangely recently. I get the sense he has some kind of sinister plan in the works. Sinister? Is it really that bad? Well, I don't know the details yet. As a matter of fact, I don't know what's going through that boy's head at all. See, not long ago, Derek told Harold that Omorica would no longer be doing business with him. Really? Why would he do that? Haven't you guys always been on excellent terms with the village, Mr. Hayworth? Yes, I've done my best to be kind to the people here ever since we started doing business. I came to see Chief Tolta today because I was afraid there had been some kind of misunderstanding. And let me guess, the chief here was just as out of the loop as you were. Am I right? Yes, you are. We never intended to do wrong Mr. Hayworth like this. Losing a customer in him would have been a grave loss for our village. I'm sure my son is fully aware of that as well. This certainly is strange. What reason could Derek have to go over your head and make a decision like that so rashly? That's exactly what Harold and I have been discussing. In doing so, a certain questionable individual came to mind. Derek has been meeting with a foreigner from out of state recently. A foreigner? We don't have very many details on him for the moment. All we know is that he and Derek have been talking behind closed doors. Nothing so suspicious quite like a secret meeting. Quite right. As such, my request to you is to investigate this foreigner for us. If he truly is plotting some sort of nefarious scheme, we need to put a stop to it at once. I apologize if this comes off as rude, but is something like this truly worth submitting a support request for? Surely the logical approach would be to simply speak with your son yourself. I don't think that's our call, Teotot. I'm embarrassed to say so, but the young lady is correct. Derek and I have been at odds on how best to run the village for a long time. I've tried to confront him about this, but I could never get an answer out of him. As his father, it pains me to admit that. No wonder you decided to consult us. That about brings us up to speed. We'll begin investigating immediately. I was thinking we could start by interviewing each of the villagers. Feel free to do so. Incidentally, Derek and Elkin are delivering produce to the city right now. You may be better off speaking with them last. Thank you for looking into this, SSS. I hope you can get to the bottom of things. We'll do everything we can, Mr. Hayworth. Okay. Derek hardly ever comes home these days. I hope he hasn't gotten himself mixed up in any dangerous business. Okay. It doesn't matter how I rationalize it. Derek's secret meetings with that foreigner are exceedingly suspicious. If this does turn out to be a nefarious plot, we need to put a stop to it at once. Best of luck with your investigation. I met with Derek quite often while doing business in this village, and every time he struck me as a polite, diligent young man. If he has indeed gotten himself wrapped up into something unsavory, I want to help him. Please look into this, SSS. I hope you can get to the bottom of this. Yeah, find some people to talk to. That foreigner who's been coming by is quite the cheerful fella. He's never without a smile. Something about it really puts me at ease. Excuse me, I have a few questions for you. Lloyd asked about the foreigner who's been visiting Amorica Village recently. Oh, him? Well, if I had to describe the man, I might say considerate. Considerate? Can you elaborate? Once he was passing by the children as they were playing, and they accidentally got his clothes dirty. Rather than raise a fuss, he paid it no mind. In fact, he even gave them some candy. I didn't decide whether to thank, compliment, or apologize to him. He had me speechless. Interesting. Well, thanks for your time. Anybody in here? Nope. This foreign guy who's been coming to the village gave us some candy. I thought he'd yell at us for getting his clothes all dirty, but he didn't. Man, it's a good thing nice people like him exist. Mom spanked Camille the other day. His butt was all red like an apple. There's something up with that monocle guy. He acts nice and he smiles all big, but his eyes look like they're hiding something. Excuse me, I have a few questions for you. Lloyd asked about the foreigner who's been visiting Amorica Village recently. Oh, him. He's got a keen eye, I can tell you that much. What do you mean by that? Well, the man's become infatuated with our honey. He was raving about it being a surefire hit that he could sell across the entire continent. Sell across the entire continent? What is he, a trader or something? I've never heard of him outright say it, but that seems likely. With the sending taste like that, I'm sure he's already made a name for himself. Oh, I'd be thrilled if my grandson were to follow his example. Is that so? Well, now we know the dude is some kind of merchant. That's good information to have. Thank you for your help. Not a problem. Feel free to talk to me again anytime. There's been a guy in the village lately who's dressed to the nines. He told Gramps that I was such a capable lad. Of course, Gramps was thrilled. I could tell he was just flattering me, though. A nice man has been hanging around here lately. I hear he's from a famous foreign company, but I've never heard him brag about it. It's nice to know that there are still people of class in this world. Evidently, that foreigner's been around the block a few times. He immediately sensed my love for Celie and cheered me on. What a great guy. I borrowed a book called True Mysteries of Crossbell from the library. The story of a man searching for his lost head gave me chills. That's a spooky one, all right. Still, if you don't have a head, how could you possibly cry out to people asking for them to find it? And now it's not so scary anymore. Excuse me, I have a few questions for you. Lloyd asked about the foreigner who's been visiting Amorica Village recently. Oh, the man who's been staying here on and off? Well, he's pleasant enough to be around. Very polite at that. Polite, huh? I see. And would you happen to know the man's name? Oh, let me think. I believe it was Mineth. Or at least that's what he wrote in the guest registry. Mineth. At least we have a name to work with now. Is there anything else you can tell us about this individual? Well, he wasn't too chatty, so there's not much to tell. He did call Derek up to his room a couple times to talk about something or other. That's pretty much all I know. Sounds like the secret meetings Chief Tolta's been worrying over. Yeah, not the most game-changing information, but it's something. Thank you for your help. Not a problem. Well, I'm happy to be of service. But if you really want to thank me, why don't you order some food while you're here? Of course. And that does it for the sheets. Before I had Stefan, I'd always wanted to be a maid at a hotel. After helping out here in the inn, I have to say it's enjoyable work. Wasn't there like a couple from the last game staying here? Oh, not a couple. It was a woman and her son. Okay, we have more info to go off of now that we've spoken to the villagers. This man is named Mineth, and he's believed to be a foreign merchant. He's supposedly a kind man as well. Oh, the type that's courteous, patient, and caring with kids. On the other hand, we don't know why he's here in the first place, and that's suspicious in and of itself. You make a good point. Yes, we never did learn of a motive in any of these conversations. The biggest thing that stands out is him talking with the village chief's son in secret. That doesn't pass the smell test. I'm glad to agree. It's incongruent with everything else we've heard. I say we should follow up on that. Wait, look over by the entrance. That's Elkin, the one who went with Derek into the city. He must have just gotten back. Let's go speak with him. Elkin's been elated ever since that Mineth person sold him an orbital truck for cheap. I understand the feeling, but he had better not be so over the moon that he gets into an accident while driving it. Excuse me, Elkin, right? We've got a couple things we'd like to ask you. Oh yeah? What can I do for you? Let me guess, you came to ask about my shiny new orbital truck here. No, sorry to disappoint. Oh, really? But it's the Vern Company's latest model. Minth gave it to me for real cheap. Hold on just a moment. By Minth, you mean the foreigners who's been visiting the village recently, correct? Just how cheap are we talking here? Get this. I got it for the low price of just 50,000 mira. Only 50,000 mira? What I wouldn't give to be that lucky just once. Does the goddess have it in for me or something? Easy, Noel. I can see you turning as green as your hat. Sorry, I force a habit. Moving past Noel's mechanophilia. The average market value of a new truck should be nearly 500,000 mira. What makes the amount you pay which makes the amount you pay exorbitantly low? That would be a 90% discount. Sounds more like charity than a bargain. Well, he said the price cut was so we could make our work easier without breaking our budget. He and Derek have been working out some sort of plan. I guess it's coming along. That Mineth, I tell you, my hat's off to him. Plan? Shoot, Derek said I'm not supposed to talk about it. Pretend you didn't hear that. Anyway, this Mineth guy's the real deal. So you say. Wait a minute, did you come back alone, Elkin? Chief Tolta said you and Derek went to the city together to deliver produce. We did, but Derek told me he'd catch us a bus back to the village later. He said he had some business to take care of at the hotel in the entertainment district. Another meeting with Mineth, I'm guessing. Hey Lloyd, this could be our chance. To speak with him face to face? Probably, yeah. We should head over and check things out. Thank you for speaking with us, Elkin. That was very helpful. No problem. Not that I get what you're after, but hey, good luck all the same.
Yosh, 行くか。どこに行こうかな。さあ、行くぞ。よし、着いたぞ。
Welcome to Hotel Millennium. Our establishment provides only the finest array of services and amenities. Let us know at any time if you'd like to book a room. You can replenish CP by staying in hotels and inns. Regular inns recover 100 CP, while luxury hotels recover 200 CP. Should Crossbell become independent? It's difficult yet a crucial question to ask. Only time will tell how the people respond. Many of us yearn for independence, but not all. The difference in opinion cannot be ignored. Having lived through the past several decades, I know well the threat posed by our neighbors to the east and west. However, perhaps now is the time for Crossbell to make a change, much like the way Hotel Millennium has. Alright, we'll meet up again tomorrow then. Good talking to you as well. Huh? Wait, aren't you... Pardon us. You're Derek from Amorca Village, correct? Well, that's me. There's something I can help you with? I probably should have opened with this, but we're with the Crossbell Police Special Support Section. We have a few questions we'd like to ask. That's so. Let me guess, my father sent you here, didn't he? So, he even called the police, huh? Ha, that's just rich.
He had his reasons.
I already know his game. He's snooping around to find out what I'm up to, right? Well, I have nothing to hide. Ask me anything you want.
Not the reaction I was expecting. I'll get straight to the point then. We were told that you've been meeting in secret with a man named Mineth recently. Would you mind explaining why?
Whatever. It's not as if my father can do anything about it. Mineth has been helping me out with a little project of sorts. It's all part of my plan to revolutionize the village.
Revolutionize the village? Why would you keep something so important from your father?
Well intentioned or not, doesn't it concern him just as much as it does you? I try to talk to my father about that kind of thing more times than I can count. All he ever has to say is that I've lost sight of our ideals and that making drastic changes won't solve anything. But if things continue the way they are, our rural village like ours has no future. Excuse me. Real meaningful reform is the only way for us to keep Amorca alive. My father doesn't understand that one bit.
I see, and it was from there that you encountered this Mineth character.
Unlike my father, he's actually willing to listen to my ideas. In fact, he helped me discover a huge opportunity from our village's apiary. I plan on working with him to launch a major enterprise in the near future. You what? Can you even hear yourself right now? Mind your own beeswax. That's all I have to say to you. You got what you came for, right? You need to get back to the village if you don't mind.
That was rather curt. Yeah, he totally blew us off.
Hey, are any of you thinking what I'm thinking? Maybe we could try speaking with this Mineth guy for ourselves. Good call. Maybe it'll give us a better idea of what the Jamoke's all about. What do you say we show ourselves in? Here goes nothing. Who is it? I didn't order any room service.
Excuse me, we're looking for a Mr. Mineth. I apologize for bothering you, but we're with the Crossbell Police Special Support Section. We have a couple questions to ask you.
Oh dear, you're police officers? Why didn't you say so sooner? Come in, the door's unlocked. This feels too easy somehow.
Maybe he's more of a wheeler dealer than we think. Alright, we're coming in.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm Mineth. What brings you here today?
Well, like I said, we have a few simple questions we'd like you to answer. Will that be alright?
But of course, I'd be delighted to help an officer of the law. Was there some kind of trouble in the area, perhaps?
No, not exactly, no. This pertains to you, specifically. We want to know more about you and what brought you to Amorca Village. Could you start by telling us about yourself?
Well, this is a surprise. But seeing as you're police officers, I suppose I have no reason not to cooperate. To reiterate, my name is Mineth, and I am a corporate executive. My responsibilities range from product development to sales and operations. I've been visiting Amorca Village to secure an important business deal on behalf of the Quincy Company.
Did you say the Quincy Company?
Ringing any bells, not ringing any bells personally. You heard of them, Mademoiselle Ellie?
In a sense, the Quincy Company is a famous international confectioner. They're one of the most prominent names in their field. You can even get their products here in Crossbell.
Yeah, that does sound familiar. I think I used to buy their chocolates as a kid. I always paid more attention to what was in the wrappers than what was on them. That's quite alright, young man. I too was what one might call a brand blind. Well, what one might call brand blind in my youth. You see, despite working for the company, I've never been one for sweets. It was my long-standing reputation as an irrefutable salesman, in fact, that led me to my current position. My apologies. I didn't mean to get us off track with my personal milestones.
It's fine, we're the ones who asked. So, about that business deal with Amorca Village you mentioned. Would it happen to have anything to do with Derek, the son of the village chief? He told us it has something to do with the future of the village.
Oh, did he now? In that case, I suppose there's no sense in keeping these details under wraps.
Yes, Derek and I have indeed built a strong working relationship over these past several days. We were aware of that much. Could you elaborate?
But of course. The Quincy Company is constantly seeking out new opportunities to grow our confectionery business. As such, the head office tasked me with a project to that effect. Our goal is to gain a foothold from which we can expand into Crossbell.
In other words, you want to establish a subsidiary of the Quincy Company here in our state.
Precisely. I began my inquiry by paying a visit to the department store in the city. There I found it. The luxurious high-grade honey produced in Amorca Village.
That honey is made with the lotus flowers in the village's fields. I do recall Mr. Hayworth praising it for its quality.
And he should. That honey is the product of nature's bounty, passed down through the ages for generations. Seeing those fields was like the goddess herself showing me the way to a brand new confectionery venture. I call it the American Honey Company.
The American Honey Company?
Not exactly pushing the envelope, but I won't deny it's pretty catchy. We plan on selling candies made primarily from Amorca's village's delectable honey. But in order to do so, we need the full cooperation of the villagers themselves. So I approached the incoming chief, Derek, with a most magnificent proposal. I asked if he would like to oversee the construction of the factory as well as the new business enterprise.
You offered to make Derek the manager of a Quincy Company subsidiary?
Naturally, my company would make full use of its sales and marketing expertise. The fields, too, would be overseen by our staff. We don't want to cause trouble for the villagers, after all. On the contrary, we only wish to ease their life's burdens.
What do you intend on building the factory? Or where do you intend to build the factory, though?
After discussing a great many possibilities, I've settled on utilizing the village's private property of Old Amorica Road. Since it only has ever been used for storage, Derek was readily willing to agree to the arrangement.
No doubt almost anybody would be under those terms, especially with how keen Derek is on revolutionizing the village. Everyone comes out a winner. Isn't that just swell?
Haha, so glad you understand. In my eyes, Derek's talents and strong sense of responsibility are more than enough to qualify him for the position. With that, I've divulged all I can. Does that answer your questions?
It does. Thanks for your cooperation. I think we have a much better grasp on what's going on in the village now.
Is there anything in particular that you'd like to discuss further?
Not at the moment, no. Sorry to take up your time. We'll be going now.
No problem at all, officers. Come again any time. Please, take care.
Where do we even begin? This is quite the plan they put together. Evidently, Mineth is more shrewd of a man than we took him for.
The whole spiel took some untangling, but it sounds like it could pay off big time. Seems too good to be true, honestly.
At any rate, I think we've got all the answers we're looking for. Yeah, let's head back to Amorca Village.
Chief Tilton's going to want to hear about this. I don't believe this. Mineth is with the Quincy Company? And then there's this whole Amorca Honey Company business. And this is quite an extensive plan they have. It involves building a factory on the village's private property, no less. Never did I take Derek as the type to pursue something like this.
Has Derek returned to the village yet, by the way? That's right. I don't believe I've seen him around. He said he'd be returning to the village when we ran into him at the hotel.
Well, I must confess that Derek doesn't come home very often these days. Instead, he's been renting a room for himself at the Ash Tree Inn. I understand Mineth has been staying there as well. Perhaps that was Derek's reason for relocating. That way his plans to industrialize our village could proceed without my knowing. What a shameful excuse for a father I am.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. What if moving into the ash tree was actually Mineth's idea rather than Derek's? Maybe it was him who was trying to keep you from catching wind of what's going on.
What do you mean?
I'll let our dashing leader here handle the details. Ignoring the first part, I'll do my best to explain.
Is there something more to this than we realize, Lloyd?
Keep in mind that I'm only speculating, but I have my suspicions about this Mineth character.
What do you mean?
The plan he laid out for us would supposedly benefit everyone involved. Amorca Village gains a new industry, while the Quincy Company gains a subsidiary in a market they want to expand in. At a glance, it seems all well and good. Almost too good to be true, don't you think?
Well, now that you mention it.
As another point of concern, considering the ridiculously low price in which Mineth sold a new orbital truck to Elkin. In this context, we can think of it as an upfront investment. An oral truck isn't something you gift to someone at random, not at the prices they go for. I've never heard of anyone selling one for only 50,000 mira until now. Well, what are you two getting at? Or what you two are getting at is that he knows he's going to make that mirror back, doesn't he? This is very strange indeed. A company as large as Quincy wouldn't normally invest this much capital into an unproven startup. They wouldn't, would they? I don't like where this is headed. It leads me to believe that Minith has an ulterior motive, one that's guaranteed to make him a profit. This is all just conjecture, of course, but I would still suggest that you keep what we're saying in mind. I will. We'll have to be very careful about how we approach this matter. And kudos on the fine investigative work, SSS. I feel as though I finally understand what's going on here. Thank you for the help. Happy to, Chief Tulta. Are you saying you can handle it from here? We could continue investigating if you'd like. That's all right. You've done more than enough for now. As soon as I heard about their plans to build a factory on our property, I knew I could never support such a thing. I'll have to speak with Derek later and try to persuade him, not just as his father, but as chief. Perhaps that would be for the best. We'll be excusing ourselves then. Don't hesitate to follow up with us if there's anything else we can do. Of course. I will be sure to call on you again if the need arises. Really? That's the quest? Seems like that's not really the end. I guess maybe we'll get another part of the quest later? I don't know. This is audap. You've been watching Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure running on Nintendo Switch. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.